Today we're doing something that I think is like definitely something I should have done a long time ago, and something I've recently had some comments about. What I eat in a day. Like I said, I think in the future I will do a full on how I transformed my life and body, but today I'm showing you exactly what I eat in a day, but this is a shred edition. So I am currently tracking and just being more mindful. I still always kind of consistently eat the same foods, even in a maintenance or bulk, I just will eat more of. It is 7 a.m. I've been up since 6:30 and I had a coffee. That's the first thing I've had today. Thanks for clicking on the video, and let's just jump into a day of what I eat. It's currently 10 o'clock. I've just been studying all morning, but I decided I'm actually gonna have my first meal of the day. I don't know if it will be kind of like my pre-workout fuel yet, but most likely that'll be caffeine. Has transformed the way I eat is starting my first meal of the day with a huge portion of protein. You will see my oats that I make. I have shared this many times because it is honestly what I eat every single day. The reason behind starting your day with your protein intake. So comparing it to, say, if you just start your day with a piece of toast, within an hour or two, you're going to be hungry. And when you do that, you're actually spiking your insulin quite early if you purely just are kind of having more of a carb as your first meal. Once you spike your insulin, you will be like hungry, you will have more cravings, and I like to avoid that. So to avoid that, I have volume and high protein. It helps to keep me like satiated for longer. I don't get hungry for like hours after. But let's make my oats because I am starving and so excited. Every morning I'm so excited to eat these oats. You can do this like so many different ways. You can make it in the microwave. I used to do that, but now I'm just obsessed with like the creamy texture when I do it on the stove tops. It takes slightly longer, but in my opinion, it is worth it. So I just use traditional rolled oats, and I'm going to have 50 grams of them. I know people get super like hesitant to needing to weigh out your food, and it almost feels like a chore, but honestly, this is the only part I weigh out. And to be fair, I could even probably learn how much of like a cup or something would be like equal. But to me, it's just like so easily accessible in my kitchen that I just weigh out the 50 grams every day. But then I don't need to weigh out anything else because I have made this so many times. I know exactly what is in it. Normally I would actually add egg whites, but I did just run out, so I'm not going to do that today. But when I give you the breakdown in macros, I will include with the egg whites. I just literally cover it in water and see it on the stove. Okay, oats. Okay, so we have 50 grams of oats, a scoop of protein, about 80 grams of raspberries. Normally I would do 80 grams of just like all frozen raspberries, but honestly fresh raspberries are in season at the moment. They're affordable and they taste so much better. So I actually did like half frozen, half fresh. And then I do 2 squares of 70% dark chocolate and 15 grams of Biscoff, just because I'm obsessed. And this is the perfect sweet combo. It feels like a dessert, but also it's just so filling. The macros are amazing. It just shows like you can eat so much food, still be in a deficit, maintenance or bulk. It's just all about how much you add and kind of keeping slight track. Once you make it a few times, you understand and you don't need to keep tracking, and it kind of gets rid of that negative kind of association with tracking. So I honestly don't feel that, and I feel like I have a very good balance when it comes to tracking and enjoying my food. And I highly encourage a lot of, like, if everyone can get to that stage, it makes it a lot easier. And then you can ignore the comments when people are like, you shouldn't track your food, because I don't find that it's toxic for me. So find what works for you, ignore other people's opinions, and make yummy, delicious, high volume, high protein foods, and your body will honestly thank you later. And if you're not currently doing it, you will notice huge changes physically and mentally when you start to hit those targets. With the egg whites, it is 43 grams of protein, 49.4 grams of carbs, 16.3 grams of fat. So it is, the carbs and protein are almost identical in ratio. So for me, it is the perfect pre-workout fuel because I'm getting that huge chunk of carbs that is gonna give me energy, and and the protein is gonna help me feel satiated. 530 calories and basically 43 grams of protein. You're kidding me. If you haven't tried it, you need to. And first meal of the day, delicious. Back from a walk. I've been doing lots of study, but it's time to go to the gym. So I've got carbs in me, so I'm fueled up, but I want more caffeine because it's not caffeine detox time. I have been abusing the caffeine because I am in the middle of exams, assignments, and still wanting to hit hard workouts. So after using all the coffee this morning on an essay, I'm going to have a form of pre-workout. It is no sugar. I think there's 7 calories, like it's literally nothing but pure energy and probably a lot of bad additives, but we don't need to go there. So this is my treat. It's only like a common occurrence when I am like wanting a lot of caffeine during exam time while hitting workouts. I do not always opt for this, but what can I say? It's delicious. I'm being real and honest. This slaps. Let's go to the gym. Look at you.
I'm dark, yeah, because of orange. And I'm a little bit tanned right now.
Yeah, and I have fake tan.
Yeah, well.
Change of mind, not having a V. We're going to try Oxy Shred, which is all over YouTube.
Everyone's got Oxy Shred, HP Labs, like discount code that they use.
Yeah, sorry, but I don't have that.
I don't even want that.
We're gonna try it out. Look, it would have its benefits, but no discount to share with you. I'm sure you could Google one. But these are actually at the supermarkets, which is why we're trying them. Because
is this what you wanted me to drive?
Yeah. I hate driving.
That's true.
I like when you drive anyway, because when we talk, I get distracted. I'm like, kiwi strawberry and passion fruit. I've only ever seen the kiwi strawberry. But
can you open mine for me? Because I'm driving your car. You might snap the little. Just didn't do the little tappy tap. That's why I went. Didn't. That's mine.
Ooh, it tastes like that soft drink.
Passion. Because it's passion fruit. Petito.
Pesisto.
Yeah.
I don't know. It tastes exactly like it.
Oh! That's good. I take back everything I said about Oxy Shred and EHP Labs.
Oh, you really like it?
Give me a subscription. Send me your...
I even did the tappy tap. Okay, here we go. Kiwi strawberry.
That's gonna be zesty as fuck.
You'd get sick of that pretty quick.
Yeah, it'd be too zest, yeah.
But it is nice.
Yeah, that's what they all say. If
this one's more unique.
Yeah,
but I like it. No,
yeah.
you gotta try it.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh, yuck.
Oh, you don't like? I like it.
I don't like the sour apple flavor.
Yeah, I'm not.
It tastes a bit like sour apple,
but it's meant to be kiwi fruit.
Yeah, I eat 3 kiwis a day, and that does not taste like kiwis.
But they both have 113 of
milligrams.
Yeah, milligrams of caffeine. So,
which is basically a coffee. Basically,
definitely,
that's probably the same as a Melbourne coffee, because most Melbourne coffees are double shot.
Yeah.
So
the V that I was going to have has like 78. I think it's 78 mg of caffeine. So this is definitely more, but this also has more like vitamins in it. It's got like vitamin C, potassium.
No, it's got the also a lot of amino acids for performance enhancing. So it's got taurine for focus, I believe.
Yeah.
And then if you look down the bottom, I have a proprietary blend of like L-citrulline, L-arginine. If you look down the bottom,
L-carnitine.
Oh, look at that bike. That's a nice bike.
It's actually not bad. I can definitely drink the whole thing. But that flavor, better.
Yeah. Would you ever buy?
But if there was only,
you lost. And does caffeine help you on the shred? This is a good question.
Yes.
And why? And I'll say the science behind it.
Oh well, it does blunt your hunger slightly. Well, gives you a source of energy. That food also will give you a source of energy.
Yep.
But this is definitely not as stable.
Yeah. So why caffeine is good for the shred is that it's a buffer. It's a buffer against improper lifestyle habits. So if you're on the shred and you don't get 7 hours, if you're on the shred and you don't sleep 8 hours, let's say you only sleep 6 or 7 hours, and let's say you got work, you got a lot of stuff to do in the day, caffeine can be that thing that will help you go to the gym, hit an optimal workout, and not have cravings.
What I said
not have cravings.
earlier.
Yeah, not have cravings for sweet things. So I just think of it as like a good buffer. Anyways, this is Lilybelle's channel, not my channel.
Go to
CJ Fit Coaching.
Oh yeah.
I changed it. I need to
CJ Fit Coaching on Instagram for more scientific,
evidence-based training and nutrition advice.
There you go. But don't go away from this video.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't rotate, don't rotate. Good. Stretch it on the way forward, stretch. Full stretch, full stretch. And leave it there, good.
Alright, I'm back from the gym and I'm having my second meal, which is like a kind of like a Nando's chicken wrap, but homemade. And I'm sure it's probably less calories. But oh my god, I just put mayo all over my screen.
Nice.
Anyway, 380 calories for 38 grams of protein, 14 carbs, fat 16. This is definitely probably more on the lower end, but I want to kind of have a buffer for my dinner because it will probably be less tracked. Maybe go for dessert, you never know, it is the weekend. So I like to always have kind of a lighter lunch, but enough to refuel me post gym, and protein. So this is definitely lower carbs and higher protein than my breakfast, because the breakfast, the carbs we use as a fuel for the gym, and this is mainly a post-recovery refuel. We made pho. No, this is a what I eat in a day, but this is behind the scenes because like I said, I had a buffer and I probably won't track my dinner, and it's going to be a bowl of pho, Vietnamese soup, and we're making it from scratch, which we're in the final process. And I will have a vlog coming out when we went with our Vietnamese family friend and she took us through Springvale, and this is how we learned. So this is our second time making it, but by ourselves, and it's going to be in the what I eat in a day because it's going to be my dinner. Takes a lot of effort.
I cut that, I'm not going to talk bullshit.
Don't you worry.
I'm not going to embarrass myself on my booze vlog again.
Yeah. Christian, you know I'm going to chop that out.
I know.
Anyway.
Cheers. Yeah, just give me a friend.
Just the aesthetic footage, see?
Pretty damn good.
Alright, we're finishing off our what I eat in a day with a delicious homemade dessert. Something our barbecue has made us get into. Making crepes. We had never done this before until we got a barbecue, and we became obsessed with making homemade crepes. Did you put protein in it?
No, I actually did the calories though because of the egg and because of the light milk. It's actually already quite high in protein and not too high calories.
There you go. But like I said, it's my weekend shred edition, so some of my meals are slightly more relaxed when it comes to tracking my dinner and dessert. As long as I start my day quite strong, I always have that room for buffer. So we're making crepes. Got our fancy little crepe spinner off Amazon. Amazon's the place to go when you start a new hobby.
Yeah, look, the barbecue has to be hot. That's the best way to do it, because otherwise...
Because it's working well today, isn't it?
Yep.
So the crepes we estimate are around like 200 calories if you have two with like your toppings and everything. So pretty good dessert.